I'm going to do. Seeing this. Swap them over. Although that looks cool, they look like twins. In fact, we don't need all that, do we? We don't need any of that at all. That looks better. We'll save that for later. So we've got more fashion on this page. We didn't see that blurb, so we'll get rid of that. That's pretty inoffensive, but because I want these to be the star of this particular double page spread, we'll block those faces out. Okay, that's very sporty. Again, I think we can add on to this. I'll be a fashion designer by the end of this. Accentuate the shape. Let's make that solid so you see the waist. There we go. And I think something coming off the glasses is pretty cool. And purple shoes. I quite like that. Maybe the odd little shape can be covered in the skirt. Let's make that like that. Lovely. Yeah. Okay, I'm not really keen on this. I think that's silly. I don't know why we have that. Who's going to buy that? No one's going to buy it. So let's just leave it. That's a ridiculous page in my eyes. Don't need it. See that one looks there. Oh, lovely. Look at that. That's fantastic. And that one will just do. Okay, don't need that. Oh, Daisy. Daisy, Daisy. Look what I've got. I've got my own Daisy because I was going to drench the magazine in it. Smells of Daisy. Love it. Yes, because there we have that. Look. I know what to do. So that doesn't get lost. Okay. Oh, I love this. Love that. Love the yellow. The yellow's incredible. I have yellow. What should we do? Let's make it more yellow. Can't do anything to that page because it's got that stuck onto it. What else have we got here? Blurb, blurb. Not really interested in that, so I think what we'll do is we will create That's interesting. Let's see. Post-it notes. Look at the colour. That's what I'm thinking of. Perfect colour. So we could make her legs blue. Blue legs. Matches the skirt. I think that's absolutely fine. And then we have orange. So she would have long legs. Then we have this colour, which is yellow, so we could do one for each leg. It's coming down that way and that way. Ooh, I like that. Shoes. I love that red. I love that red. Let's take this out. That is a front page picture, I believe. Let's cut that out. Let's have a look. I love this red. I love that dress. I just don't like the neckline. I think if you've got a slightly bigger bust, that neckline doesn't do you justice. Okay, so where should we put that? I kind of like it across there. Yes, I do like that. I think this is more striking. And the silhouette of her walking fits in. I love that. And then we can see her through that. But unfortunately, we've cut that off. Okay, Elle. I quite like that picture. The Savoy cabbage. Make a few things through there. That one can fall through. How about that? And that can just come across with it. I like that. Not sure about the brown on the trainer. I don't like the shoe. I love the green. She's got amazing hair. I wonder whether they're extensions. I quite like the jewellery and the skirt. Or are they trousers? Let's have a look. Skirt. £375. How much are the trainers? $89.99. Jeans. Levi's 110 at Selfridges. I think I'd like to mark where the jeans are. Can write jeans. I don't know whether you can see what I'm doing at the moment. I'm just writing jeans on it and folding that page over. Again, I think I shall mark this page for the sunglasses. £290. I'll take a dozen, please. The sunglasses. Little arrow going there for the. Okay, got a couple of pages here. Oh, I love the jewellery. Oh, it's individual. All watches. So I think I quite like them. My favourite one is that one. So what I'm going to cut it. Can you guess what I'm going to do with this? But you can't. We're going back to our original cover, which is here. I'm going to pop it there like a badge. Okay, let's come back to where we were. So watches. I think I 2 watches. And she could have a third. Let's have a look. Okay, let's see. Oh God. Would have to be. Mind you, her hand was. Well, she could wear it upside down, couldn't she? That wouldn't be a problem, I don't think. Let's go a little bit closer. So that's just upside down. I don't think anybody will worry about that. And what else I will do is chop that off there. There we go. Looks perfect. Perfect. Let's keep going. So now we don't want that page. Take that out completely. Okay. And then that's, yeah, okay. And that one. I don't want that either. So quite like the red. I do like that red. Again, I am wondering what I might do. Is just showcase that on her wrist. You get the gist. Oh, pastels. I do like the pastels. I do. But I think I'm going to make holes for all. We did this in the last one, I don't know if you remember. And here, which is your favourite? I actually think the blue. I love pink, but this blue is delightful. Okay. I think this page needs to be red. Just so. I don't like those watches at all. More watches. Oh, I do like that one. And I quite like that one. Then we go on to jewellery, but I like that page, so I'm going to leave that one. And I'm going to come back across with some highlighting for our faces. Just going to emphasise the shapes on the face. And the actual face shape. Hairline. Hair. Shoulder. Neck. I like that. And maybe some shapes inside the ear and the eyes themselves. Okay. I like that. Sweet as honey. Let's paint her nails. Maybe this would come in handy. And there. What do we think? Okay. We need to let that dry though, so it doesn't get tacky. A little bit of a waft. Whilst that's drying, let's look at the next pages. I don't like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is tear and show you this. So okay. Forest, Honeywood. I love that song. This is the most beautiful jewellery ever. Polished to perfection. These blushing jewels shine with rose gold hardware, pink gemstones and glossy enamel. Best served with a chilled glass of rosé and a balmy sunset view. They are beautiful. Look at the colours. That just looks sumptuously messy. These are beautiful. I mean, the word beautiful doesn't do it justice. Stunning, luxurious, dazzling, sparkling, pretty, definitely pretty. Let's see what we've got in the back. Colours. These colours are fabulous together. We've got the red, the yellow, the green and the orange. Which one are you going to have? That is a big question. Oh, blood orange, bright lemon. Oh no, that's blood orange. I do beg your pardon. Bright lemon, tangy tangerine, citrusy punch. I don't know which one. I think they all look amazing together. Maybe we ought to have one each of every colour, that is. Small bags, $449. Large bag, $749. Top, we can't see the top, £75. All the trousers, $269. I think I would go for the lemon, but then again I like the orange, but then I also like the green, and I also like the red. So what are we going to do with those? I think cut them out. I don't want to destroy them. Take their hands with us. Okay, so we need to find somewhere to put this. So I'm going to leave it on one side at the moment. Okay, so is our nail varnish dry? I think it is. Let's turn over. So that page now looks a bit boring, so what we could do is we could just put some glue spots down and stick on some ripped paper. There we go. Sketches. I like that effect. It's like a lantern. I used to make the lanterns. Okay, lounge bridle. So let's make this lovely young lady a bit more decent. So I'm going to do it in pretty colours. Kind of a zigzaggy style, as you can see, and I think we'll bring the orange through, and we need to put some bows there because they're on there. That's our bows, and there's a bow there. Okay, and then we'll bring that down in the boning top. What do we think so far? And then we need to continue that round really into the lace edging. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use blue to bring in another colour. It's a pale blue, just to soften it a little bit. Do I sound like a designer? This is what we're going to do. I quite like these colours actually. And bring that through on the lace. But we need something striking for the skirt. I need another contrasting colour. And I think, when it's not very bridally, mind you, I've already used that for that. I think I'm actually going to bring in my purple, my big purple pen. And I'm going to make her a little bit more decent by bringing the lines down through the folds of the material. How does that look? And then again, I'll bring that colour up and through. What I might even do is add I'm going to keep on adding. There we go. And also a little bit of the sides. And then I could just fill that in. And those bits in. Okay, and give her a bracelet. Because a bracelet would be nice. And maybe a bow in there. What do we think? So pretty. And then maybe a butterfly. There. Okay. Quite enjoyed doing that.